What's good, YouTube? It's your girl, Miss Golden 83, and I am here to do a tap into your soul reading for the sign of Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio, what's good with you guys? Hopefully, you're doing well. You guys are third this week on the Zodiac lineup, and this is your last reading for the week, okay? And for the month, for that matter, okay? Remember, you guys, these are general messages, not personal. So take what resonates and pass the rest to the next. Okay? We're going to go ahead and reshuffle for you guys. Tap into Your Soul is back to regular schedule. I do these readings on Saturdays, okay, for up to 3 weeks, okay. I do 4 signs a week just in case there's anyone who's new here, okay. Um, I do 4 signs a week, like I said. And if you know your birth chart placement, by all means, you can refer to the other Tap Into Your Soul readings prior to this one or thereafter. Okay. So at this time, if you want, Scorpio, you can grab a notebook, as these are going to be tap drawings that we're looking into. Okay. You can do your own interpretation. These are intuitive reads, okay? All of my readings are, but this one specifically, okay? There's no book to refer to. This is strictly intuitive, okay? We're going to review your past, present, and future placements with this. Each placement that we look at, okay, we're going to ask a particular question with each one. It is up to you to look at the touch drawings by Deborah Koff Chapman. This is the Soul Cards 2 deck, okay. We're going to start with one from the top, which is for your past, one directly from the bottom, which is present, and then one energetically from the middle, okay. And we'll look at the card at the bottom of the deck for your overall outcome, okay? So at this time, if you want, whatever your situation that you're going through right now, you can write what you want your overall outcome to be, okay? And from there, you can go to the monthly manifestations possibly, okay? Because this reading may correlate with that, okay? Be honest with yourself. I will hold the imagery up so that way you can take the time to either pause and write down how you feel as you're looking at each card, okay? So let's get started, all right? So for your past placement, we're going to start here. What held you back in the past, okay? What held you back in the past? This card has been slightly reoccurring before the break. During June, it was a time for everyone to tap into their own souls. Spirit told me it is, let everyone do reevaluation in the month of June, okay? Realizing what you want and not focusing on what you don't want. Removing whatever is not serving you, okay, is what was needed in the month of June. If you like, you can go and look at June's monthly manifestation so you can, find out all about that. I'm not going to take up your reading too much, okay? But go ahead and look at this imagery and write down what you feel held you back in the past, okay? So, within looking at this here, what held you back in the past is kind of maybe your intuition being a little bit off, okay? Maybe being in your head about a lot of things. This person is sitting on an edge of a cliff, okay? You can kind of imagine or interpret that the moon is behind them, but their head is kind of illuminated around, okay, the moon where they're sitting, okay? If you see the lines coming off of their mind, they're kind of head tilted up, okay? Naked in a sense, okay? Kind of bearing their soul in the moon kind of vibe is what I'm feeling, okay? Scorpio is kind of very deep, emotionally. All water signs are. You guys are kings and queens of emotion, okay? Although you may not show it, you know how to hide your emotions very well, okay? And not only your emotions, but your thoughts too, okay? And I have some sage burning for y'all right now, okay, to do y'all's reading, okay? But because it's time to cleanse those thoughts, okay, of the past, okay? Because what held you back in the past is being in your head a lot, not sharing your thoughts with people. And Scorpio, this is just a shot in the dark. If you do know your birth chart, okay, all of these signs this week are obviously in your birth chart because, and I did not, say this for any of the other signs, obviously, because Spirit is letting me know that, the other signs are not in correlation um, with any other of the signs this week except for you, okay? You guys might actually, all the signs this week may be in your birth chart, okay? So if you don't know your birth chart already, go and check it out, okay? But you hide a lot of things in your mind, your thoughts. You hold some resentment of the past, okay, as far as your previous experiences, okay, that you've went through. You hold on to those things instead of releasing them, okay? Give your thoughts to the moon is what I'm hearing, okay? Release those hidden traumas, okay, that you have, whether it be associated with relationships, family, friends, um, anything that you're holding on to, okay? In the past, that's what was holding you back, okay? You were retaining pain, okay? Um, it's something that I like to say, a memory Rolodex, if you will, okay? It's like if you thumb through your mind, it's like a Rolodex of past memories, okay, compartmentalized in your subconscious. And in the past, that's what was holding you back. You stayed too much retaining things in your mind, keeping them hidden, but kind of torturing yourself within, okay, torturing your mind to hold on to that trauma instead of letting it go, okay? And, slowly, of course, progressively, not, immediately, which, is understandable, okay? So I feel like that is what was holding you back in the past, all right? Let's move on to your future, not your future placement, sorry, your present, okay? Your present placement, okay? Presently, what continues to hold you back presently, okay? Scorpio. I saw this card at the beginning of Sagittarius's reading. It kind of struck me, and I was like, I thought it was going to come out in Sagittarius, but it ended up coming out in yours, okay? This is what is holding you back presently as you look at this, okay? Beautiful card here, new card, first time coming out. I do pay attention to the cards as most of them have been very frequent, okay? This one is a first timer and it's in your present placement, okay? Take the time to write down how it makes you feel or answer that question of what is holding you back presently as you're looking at this card, okay? So, I feel presently what's holding you back is the possibility of meeting your higher self, okay? In a sense of evolvement spiritually, okay? Because I feel like this is a spiritual image here, okay? And this is possibly your higher self, okay? Wanting to connect with you, wanting to become one with you, okay? Um, I think in a previous reading we talked about and I'm trying to get it, and you're kind of like Pisces, a little bit stifled, okay? Because you're fighting something. Again, growing pains is what we talked about. Okay. I think we talked about growing pains for you guys last month and possibly this month as well. Okay. Once I get my readings out, I do not take notes on what happened with what sign. Whatever happens, happens. Whatever comes out, comes out. Okay. Um, but I feel like presently you are either, like I said, this looks like a higher self, someone looking at their higher self. Okay. And presently, what's holding you back is you moving forward spiritually. Spiritually, religiously, faith does have somewhat of an association with growth, okay, with evolving, okay. And you may have a fear of growing older, okay. You may be having dreams of your older self, what you'll look like when you get older, what your mind, how your mind will be, okay. You're kind of fearful of who you're becoming, in a sense, okay. And it could be in a sense that you're not who you thought you would be right now, okay. um, Maybe you wanted to be something else when you were in 25, okay, and now you're a little bit older and you're not where you want to be, okay. You may not be where you want to be material wise, but mentally wise, where are you, okay, hypothetically speaking, okay. So I feel like you're constantly looking towards who you will become or who you are presently. You're reviewing yourself a little bit too much, okay? You're being too critical of yourself, okay? But you are trying to reach that higher self somehow, okay? But something is in the way, all right? And that's what I feel. And it's possibly your past mixing in with your present, okay? Is what I'm feeling, all right? So you're aspiring. That's the word I'm looking for. You're aspiring to be your higher self, okay? Because I feel like you're admiring your higher self and what you imagine you are to become. But where are you? Are you anywhere close to that higher self, okay? Remember, yesterday we talked about you needing to work on your spiritual fecundity, okay? Or spiritual fortitude, sorry. Work on your spiritual fortitude, okay? And so that's how you will get to your present self, okay? And meet your higher self with your present self, okay? So it's a mixture of energies. Sorry, y'all, that's why I got the sage. Okay, so let's get into your future placement, Scorpio, okay? How will you change your future, okay? How will you change your future? This one is also a reoccurring card within the collectives, okay? Take the time to look at this card and ask yourself, how will you change your future? The way you look at this card, how will you change? You see all this growth, if you will. There's trees, no leaves, okay? Unless you count what's on kind of like this person's body going up to the head, okay? They're holding this stick, but I feel more so like they are part of the trees, if you will, okay? Like I just said, growing pains in a sense, okay? They have their hand here on their throat chakra, all right? And the branches are going up to the crown, okay? It's time to grow internally, okay? Future wise, you do have the dove here, okay? That's this person is looking for, is looking towards, okay? You're looking for purity, looking for honesty, looking for loyalty, whatever it is you're searching for, this dove kind of resembles, okay? And maybe for some of you, you lost your purity, okay, within yourself, okay? And maybe you lost your voice, okay? So in the future, it's time for growth mentally and spiritually, okay? Getting back to self, okay? In order for you to be able to grow, in order for you to evolve, okay? And the way these your spread is, this person is looking towards this dove, but I also feel is looking towards that higher self again, okay? I'm feeling that falling off the beaten path saying, okay? Um, you veered too much into the darkness, okay? Because, like I said, in this imagery, there's no leaves, okay? So it's almost as if things have been destroyed, okay? And in a sense, you know, for some of you, things have been destroyed. For others of you, in order for you to change your future, you have to strip everything, okay? Strip whatever teachings you have. It's like you have to start over again, okay? That's the, that's all I can say. There's nothing more, okay? Everything is stripped down. Like I said, the trees are bare, everything's out in the open. It's time to find your voice, and it's time to start over if you're trying to get back to your higher self, okay? So let's look at the bottom of the deck to see what your overall outcome is, Scorpio. Ah, not that often that this card shows up in the overall outcome, okay? It is a recurring card. Usually it's in the spread, okay? So with it being in your final outcome, as you can see, there's like this whirlwind around the third eye, if you will, okay? Third eye, crown chakra kind of area, okay? Mostly third eye, okay? Is what I'm feeling. You have this flower here. I always think it's like some kind of a orange blossom, if you will, in the middle, okay? And I'm feeling this Zen moment, okay, of awareness, okay, of accountability. And it could be a whirlwind of those negative thoughts, those old experiences, toxic energy just coming out and putting you in a place of Zen, okay? To begin again, okay? To start anew, okay? To purge whatever has been hindering you, okay? It's time for a purge, a mental Rolodex purge, if you will, okay, Scorpios. It would be in your best interest to do so, okay? Like I said, stripping everything down and starting from the ground up, okay? Holding on to the positive, okay? Remember how you used to be. Again, don't let the things that other people have done to you control you to the point where you're a totally different person, okay? If you're going to be a different person, be a different person as in your higher self. Be a different person as your healed self. And I think that is what the overall outcome is that you want to heal, okay? And that has been your running theme this week after your heart's desire reading. If you have not watched it, by all means, please do, okay? Because healing begins within you, okay? So, with that being said, Scorpios, that's all that I have for you guys this week and for this month, okay? By all means, if you need some additional readings, go back and look at previous months for yourself. I don't have the readings broken down by sign, they are broken down by the type of reading. So you can always go back and look at previous Tap Into Your Souls, or if you know your birth chart, there are still 2 weeks left. I am off the last week of the month, okay, from readings except for the monthly manifestation. So if you know your birth chart, you can refer to those other placements for a more well rounded reading. So until then, Scorpio, peace.